Throughout my time on TikTok, the subject about Nurse has always been very controversial. A lot of people think that she is miles ahead of every other killer, when in reality, she barely rivals with Blight. Even in the competitive scene, when the best versus the best, a lot of survivors tend to get escapes against her. Her counterplay isn't actually as hard as people make it out to be, so here are some tips that you might not know about. She lacks mobility unlike Blight or Billy, meaning she has to play a lot more territorially. When traversing around the map with her full charge blink, she's practically the same speed as a basic trapper walking down, and this can play into the survivor's favour, as they will have plenty of time to pre-run. When pre-running against a nurse, you often want to take her away from close generators. This way she'll either leave you alone, or she'll commit to the chase with you. And if she does commit to the chase, she will waste a lot of time trying to traverse towards you. The other survivors can do the gens on the other side of the map. And even if you do have a bad chase with her, you buy a lot of time just running away. Even something as 20 seconds can go very far, because once she downs you from far away, she then has to make it back. Dying on edge map is very good, as you take max distance and buy a lot of time for your team, because of her slow mobility. When it comes down to actual chase, you have to remember that she has two blinks. Her first full charge blink lets her go decently far at around 20 meters, with her being able to chain a second blink that goes up to 12 meters within a short window frame of about 2 to 3 seconds after the first blink. You'll hear a lot of people telling you to break line of sight. This way the nurse has to force herself to guess where you are, making the situation feel very hard for her. This means running behind buildings or very high walls, as she does lack in moving around as she's slower than a survivor. A lot of nurses will typically use the first blink to try get into position, and use the second blink to try get the hit. To counter this, you can try to predict where the nurse would first blink, and you can try to break line of sight where you think she would blink. If you know you'll inevitably get hit, try your best to force 2 blinks instead of 1. That way she has a longer cooldown, and she can't immediately play for a 2-tap. And finally, you can try your best to hug around rocks and debris, praying that she might either over or under blink. A lot of nurse can be 50-50s, but if played well enough, you can make it very hard for even good players.